What's up, Marvel Live? Welcome, everyone, to the Marvel Becoming Costume Contest. Oh, I'm Langston. I'm sorry.
I'm Lorraine.
And I am Angélique.
And we're going to be taking you through this wild ride of amazing cosplay today. But helping us with this costume competition, we have some amazing folks here to judge the cosplay contest. People who have wonderful experience themselves as costumers. Please welcome Beverly Downen, dressed as the MCU Wasp.
Yes.
Hey.
She'll also be featured on next week's episode of Marvel Becoming. Melissa Eng, or you might know her as Loom Cluster, an amazing creator of the Hella headdress from last year on Marvel Becoming. Look at that beautiful gauntlet. Don't snap. And Faith Deza, Marvel gal extraordinaire. She does many things here at Marvel, but also she's been a costumer cosplayer for a decade, and she works for Marvel New Media, so we especially love her. And guess who else? You guys might know him as the writer of so many comic books, like Iron Man, Spider-Man, all the Fantastic Four, Dan Slott.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm actually cosplaying.
He said he's Tom Brevoort cosplaying as Dan Slott.
Well done.
That's inside baseball, but Tom Brevoort's an editor, and he's the best.
I'm here for it.
All right, so Angélique, tell us what we're doing.
Break it down.
So this is going to be absolutely the best thing ever. You are going to be on this side of the stage, cosplayers. You're going to tell Langston Belton, this lovely gentleman right here, what you would like to be announced as. He might ask you a couple more questions, but at least make sure you know exactly how you want to be announced. You're going to come across the stage to this lovely red spot right here. You're going to pose for the cameras like so. And then you're going to walk this way off of stage down these stairs. Make sure that you stay on this side of the stairs because we're going to have an amazing group photo at the end, so don't leave, but make sure that you're over here in this lovely red carpeted area on the other side of the stage.
And if you are in a Marvel costume today and you do want to participate, you can head just over this way for grown-ups. You head over this way, sign a release, and you can also participate. All right, I think we should do this thing.
Ready?
We should start.
Yes! You guys give it up for
You guys
these
ready?
amazing cosplayers. They put so much hard work into these costumes.
All right, everyone. Starting up, we have some mighty mutants. Please welcome Magneto and Polaris.
Oh, it's a family affair.
It's a daddy-daughter team. Oh.
If anyone feels their metal shaking or their jewelry moving.
Hide your medal.
Oh, Dan Slott!
Yeah, 10
Dan Slott,
points.
yes.
This is gonna be
Dan
the
Slott said they're
best
very
part.
attractive. We are here for puns. If you have puns, please bring them.
All right, thank you.
Did you guys make your own costumes?
This is 3D printed by the Laser Girls.
And then Warbler and a bunch of sewing.
Well done.
Well, all the way from mutants, we now have the Spider and the Cat.
Oh.
Love that jacket.
That is a
Dan
great
Slott,
jacket. Oh.
don't be biased.
Hello.
Oh, Spidey. Thank you so much.
Well, from Spiders, we have international super spy, the Black Widow.
It's appropriate because she's in a red room. If you look at the red carpet.
Oh.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Dan, don't you pun also. Don't.
It hurts every single time you do
That was very punny. Thank you,
And
Lorraine.
did you assemble,
Jubilee.
build? What combination of things did you do?
Etsy, eBay, store-bought, sewn, mishmash, all of it together.
Well done.
Well, if you grew up in the 90s and you are a fan of the X-Men, you're going to love this. Please welcome Jubilee.
Anybody want to go to the mall? Yes. Did you sew this coat yourself?
Yes, I did. I sewed it from zero. Studied it, like I watched a few episodes, kind of took pictures of the angles, and me and another person that showed me how to sew, we did it together, and it came out great.
Congrats.
That's amazing.
So this is Spider-Man in the Venom Buster.
What? Oh, just over this way.
There are things spinning on his back.
Right?
Right there.
Perfection.
Fans.
What was your process for building this? The normal way that Spider-Man talks.
I just made it all out of EVA foam. I kind of designed it myself offline, and then just started building. It took about 3 months.
Are you wearing a Spider-Man mask
Yes.
under that? That is commitment.
That is commitment. There is a Spider-Man mask underneath.
Yeah!
You are a turducken
Masks
of
on
Spider-Man,
masks
sir.
on masks. Coming up now, we have Kraven the Hunter.
You got him.
Watch out, you animals. Spider-Man, you too. Look at those light up eyes.
Oh, did you make this yourself?
Yes. How long did it take you? 2 weeks.
So 2 weeks to put this together. It's like my favorite Saturday night outfit, plus being a supervillain.
And how did you achieve these gorgeous light up eyes?
LEDs.
LEDs inside, are they tap or they turn on?
Yeah, I got to switch them behind in my back.
Oh,
There's a
very,
switch.
very tricky. I like it.
Bow your heads, bend the knee, because it's time for King Thor.
Oh yeah! Do you hear thunder?
Thor.
How did you assemble this outfit?
Well, lots of EVA foam and buying the lights, but made everything except Mjolnir. Made Stormbreaker. It was a lot of work.
It's a glimpse of the future. Let's take another glimpse of the past with the mighty Thor.
Woo!
OG winged helmet.
I see this. So why this Thor?
It was just what was easy and available to put on, and honestly, I'm just like wanted to be part of the contest and everything.
That's what I love.
I love
Cosplay
it.
brings
Is this your
people
first-
together.
Is this your first time doing cosplay?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You guys.
Come on now.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. That is what makes my heart so happy. Everybody has a first time doing a cosplay. It's so fun, and it's all about just celebrating your fandom and getting to share it with
Well,
people.
it's time for our first big group. Please welcome to the stage, Head Job Heroes.
I love groups, and I love this group.
Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, Thor,
Oh, keep
Spider-Man,
going. Captain
Iron
America,
Man,
Star-Lord.
Captain America.
Gamora,
Hey.
Nebula, Doctor
Stay tuned.
Strange, Nick
Oh,
Fury.
that Nebula.
Look at this.
All right,
You
come over a little
guys,
bit. Come over
this
a
is
little
how Avengers assemble.
bit. There we go.
Now, I have to ask, who instigated this group? Was
Somebody
there-
had to.
All right, come here. All right.
Outstanding.
What? How did this happen? Tell me everything. I
Start
love it.
from the beginning.
I love cosplaying as a hijabi, and it's like it's a unique thing that not a lot of people do. So every time I would see hijabis at the con, I would literally stalk them. And then I made a Facebook chat, and I'm like, "Yo, let's do this together as Avengers," you know, especially with like Infinity War, and like everyone was excited, and I'm like, "This would be the perfect cosplay as a group." So yeah, we're here.
All right, everyone, coming up next, all the way from space, please welcome Gamora and Nebula.
Woo! Sibling rivalry.
Taking you all the way back to the 90s again, please welcome another Wolverine and Jubilee.
So how did you decide to do these particular X-Men?
I grew up with the animated series, and it was also my first comic books reading as a kid.
So did you put your own costumes together?
Yep, from scratch.
Why Jubilee?
She's always been my favorite, and he's my older brother, so it kind of like makes sense.
Oh.
X-Men fam. Enjoy your trip to Westchester. Come back soon.
Amazing. Well, this is fantastic. Please welcome Jane Foster's Thor.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
She is so
Look at
worthy.
There are wings on these boots.
It's actually 3D modeled and printed off a scan of my body, so it fits perfectly.
I
Very
feel
well
like
done.
lightning is coming any moment. Thank you so much,
Well,
Thor.
I don't know how you feel about the Clone Saga, but this is one of my favorite Spider-Man costumes. Please welcome the Scarlet Spider.
Woo!
So the web shooters and the sweatshirt is all me, but the suit is from the brilliant people in the UK called No Limits Design. They put this whole together, the face mask and everything. So this is all them.
This is going to be dope. Please welcome Annihilus.
Straight from the negative zone.
Wow.
He
Dan
brings
just lost his
negative
mind. Dan just
energy
lost
with
his
him.
mind.
Annihilus. Oh. Annihilus. Who are you wearing today? How did you assemble this costume?
Very painfully and at great cost to my family.
Oh. Whoa, very Annihilus.
Staying in character.
I'm a big cockroach. It's everything I could scavenge around the house. The bumps here are chocolate trays. There's Lego Bionicles. These are kites from Toys R Us.
Yes.
And the skin is shelf paper. And then the rest is craft foam. I'm a cosplay on the cheap.
Well, hey, it looks amazing.
It does.
Very economic Annihilus.
I have to save my money for comics.
Yeah, that's right. You got to save your money for comics.
Priorities.
Please welcome Galactus and the judge. I want to point out Galactus's eyes. Those are perfect Galactus eyes.
Well, I started with a lot of EVA foam and yoga mats. I sat in my basement for months just crafting and make sure I get that really good Jack Kirby look that everyone loves.
So how did you get roped into this, Galactus?
And are you hungry?
Hey-oh.
Always hungry.
I'm always hungry. Honestly, he's here to judge if I'm going to eat this planet or not. Honestly, we were driving one day and he was like, hey, go as Galactus. And I said, hell yeah. So then he said, I'll just go as a Celestial. And he was like, the judge is the one. And here we are.
Please welcome Valkyrie.
I am not as talented as the people who went in front of me or the people behind me. I did not make this.
But why Valkyrie?
She was the best thing of Thor Ragnarok. Don't at me.
Hey. Please welcome Bob Ross Deadpool.
Happy little trees. Happy little trees.
All right, if anyone would like a custom portrait from Bob Ross Deadpool
or a happy little tree,
good. I think everyone ends up with a unicorn.
But please welcome Power Man.
Yes. Woo! Look at that tiara.
Look at those boots.
People need to realize a lot of comics have a beginning. So this is the original Luke Cage. This is back during a time, where times were a lot different. His style changed, but sometimes you just got to go back to original. Keep it real.
Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards.
Oh, look at
yeah.
If you need something off the top shelf, Reed Richards can always help.
He's your man.
Stretching across the universe.
Please welcome the Wasp.
Wings out, ready to go.
She's little, but she's fierce. Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. Why did you want to cosplay the Wasp? Wasp.
Well, somebody told me that I looked a little bit like Evangeline Lilly, so I went for it.
I love it. And how did you build your costume?
All by myself. Sewed and crafted all by myself. Except for shoes, I don't cobble shoes.
It looks awesome.
We have a Psylocke, Apocalypse, Mr. Sinister, and Kitty Pryde. This is the Chemical Crew.
Oh.
Well, I told everyone to pick their own favorite characters, and so it worked out perfectly. And this is my best friend of 10 years, and we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary at New York Comic Con, so Mr. Sinister and Apocalypse.
Oh. Friends that cosplay together stay together.
This is true.
Please welcome Rogue.
My dad forced me to do this, so.
Thanks, Dad. Good job.
Good job, Dad. Good job. I see that you are a good influence.
Yes, he's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Coming up next, please welcome Spider-Girl, Anya, Quarter-Sawn.
Yes. How many times have you cosplayed?
This is actually my first cosplay.
Yes, that is awesome. Why did you want to do this particular spider person?
Because Anya is a Latinx spider girl, and I'm Latinx, and I love Spider Girl. Can I shout out my mom?
Yes,
my mom painted this for me in the car because she knew it was important to me, and shout out my little sister who, when she saw me, went, "You look beautiful." So.
Aww. Well, you look incredible. You look powerful. Crushing it. Thank you, Anya.
This is the Deadpool formerly known as Bob Ross.
I'm just dressed up as Bob Ross today, but I'm still Deadpool by myself.
Got it. So Deadpool is cosplaying as Bob Ross.
So it's a cosplay and a cosplay.
Boing.
It's so meta.
The Scarlet Spider and Gwen Stacy Venom.
Ooh, Gwenum.
Oh, I just think I love Gwen Stacy Venom so much, and I really felt a need to bring the two characters together.
Yeah, she helped me do a lot of this, the eyes and everything. I did the rest, but she'd help with the eyes. And
I love teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
It does.
Captain America.
Cap.
I don't think I've ever seen a company, Marvel, actually make a dude who's only super strong and has a shield the sweetest dude I've ever seen on film before.
Please welcome Thor with Stormbreaker.
Hey!
It was honestly a character I never saw myself doing just because of how I look and my height. But seeing the redesign and just seeing other people just go outside of their comfort zone just made me really want to tackle it.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. Yes, Thor.
All right, coming up we have Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
This isn't my first time cosplaying, but this is my first ever cosplay.
Eric Killmonger.
Uh-oh. Trouble in Wakanda.
Saw the previews and thought to myself, what's the hardest thing I can make? And it was because there was that scene where he put the mask down, and I was just like, yeah, that's the one.
Let's welcome the Punisher.
I had a friend of mine from Canada, Matt Nito, at Instagram. He made it for me from scratch. I happen to look like the guy, so I can get away with it.
Go with what you got. Play to your
Love
strengths.
it.
Please welcome Bob from Hydra.
So I figured, let's go for the guy who ended up being the human shield to the guy who can't die.
Fair enough. Thank you, Hydra Bob.
I need to present to you mid-snap Doctor Strange.
Oh.
Not even Colette on Instagram. She did it in 2 hours. This is pretty cool. So.
And did you create your headpiece or costume pieces?
Yeah, she made most of this stuff for me.
Please welcome the father-daughter duo of Gamora and Thor Brodenson.
A couple years ago, we started coming consistently, and I was the first to do cosplay where I dressed as Gamora, and then my dad got really into it and came up with his Thor costume, and we've been doing this ever since, every year.
Please welcome Organization 13, Venom.
A few people I got to shout out to, Leon Owls from Exoskeleton. He made this beautiful Venom right here. And then from Blacksmith at Anything Unusual, he made my Venom Keyblade. And then my cosplay team from Kim Yo Illusionist, we get together, we did Organization 13 fusions from like Deadpool, there's a PlayStation, there she is over there, PlayStation, and then a few other guys.
Please welcome Lady Thanos.
I really love the movie that came out, The Avengers Infinity Wars, and I also love doing gender bend cosplay, so he's a character that stood out to me a lot. I really liked him.
Please welcome Thor.
Oh.
My dad has always been a fan of like superheroes and stuff, so he got me into Thor forever ago, and this was just such a cool costume for him that I just had to go with it.
Have a round of applause for all of the amazing cosplayers.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
They're going to be giving out some awards. We have amazing Marvel Becoming plaques.
Yes.
For our winners today. And also, if you've never seen the series Marvel's Becoming yet, Marvel
you should check it out.
Is so cool. Different cosplayers get spotlighted, and
it goes through the whole process, right?
Yeah.
It follows them, how they put it together, why they use that material, and then you get to see the finished product, and it's all
so
pretty.
Good. Shot really well. It's beautifully shot and beautifully constructed, really telling the story of the cosplayers and what connects that character that they are cosplaying to them personally, which is always such an awesome thing to see that we saw with all these characters. So it's an amazing show, and you should go down the Marvel Becoming hole when you get a chance. It's an amazing show.
Check that out on Marvel.com.
Yeah. What has impressed you about the cosplayers that you saw today?
I love the folks that have started who haven't done this before, or who have done it with a family member, or have a family story to tell about it. That just touches my heart so much. I love that. That's my favorite.
When people, like, obviously craftsmanship is amazing and spectacular, but also when people start to get creative with their costumes and do something a little bit out of the box or touch with the, like, personality of the character, I think that's spectacular.
I mean, what I love about it is that everyone gets, like you said, very creative about their engineering, and they really start digging into really creative problem solving. And I think once people start working together and pass around ideas, you see some amazing costumes come together in a collective effort. And that's what I love seeing, when people really come together, teaching each other and learning from each other. And I think that's what it should all be about.
Also, Marvel is a world of a million characters, and it's great when people take the extra effort to embody that character and be that hero and just channel it with everything they've got.
So one of our first honorable mentions is Chemical Crew.
Chemical Crew!
Chemical Crew!
So one of our other honorable mentions was the Venom Buster.
Venom Buster!
All right, and the third honorable mention is Annihilus.
Yeah!
Let's let's hear some winners.
For all our Avengers and the Hijabi Heroes.
Hijabi
We're
Heroes.
the Hijabi Heroes.
Yay!
Second place, terrorizing everyone from Wakanda. It's Killmonger.
Second place.
Well, we really loved Killmonger because of the engineering and the creativity he went into putting in all the pieces. The fact that he not only put in tons of detail and handwork, hard effort into that mask, but the whole entire armor, the magnets, the placement. There was a lot of thought, a lot of problem solving, but it was overall a very wonderful piece.
Excellent, and I believe, is this our next one is our first place winner.
Our first place winner. We thought only one person could truly be worthy. Jane Foster Thor.
Yes! Get on up here, Thor.
Woo!
She is worthy. Why did we choose this Thor as our winning costume today?
So not only did she put a ton of effort into like every part of this costume, but like the advanced use of techniques with 3D modeling and sculpture and sewing, it was just all around our favorite piece.
Well, we absolutely love it. These are the winners of the Marvel Becoming Costume Contest. If you'll all come forward and all pose together here. Thor, why don't you stand here in the center at that red mark? Everyone come around Thor here. Everybody scoot forward, scoot in, forward and in. If you're on the shorter side, if you want to kneel down.